And now we can move on to the next group, which is fricatives. The fricatives are created with a continuous airflow. So these are the ones where you just like release the air continuously through your mouth. And an example of this is, okay, before we look at examples, again, we can sort of group them further. The high level groups being the labiodental ones. So when it's labiodental, it means that it's a combination of your lips or one lip with your teeth in order to produce this sound. And then we have the dental alveolars again. First, those are central, and then we have the lateral ones. And then we have the postalveolar sounds, we have the velaric sounds, and then we have glottal sounds. And these come in two variants again. You have the voiceless versions, and then you have the slack voice versions. And now let's look at the labiodental fricatives. That's the voiceless. That is the voiceless. So as you can see, it's labiodental, meaning that you have your upper lip and your lower teeth, essentially involved in making the sound. So that's the voiceless one, as you can see, or as you can hear. You know, it's just a continuous airflow in that configuration of your mouth. And then you have the slack voice version of that, which is again, the relationship might not be immediately apparent unless you are looking at it like in a systematic way this way. So voiceless, labiodental. An example of that is funda. And then you have the slack voice, labiodental, fricative. Veza, funda, which is read or learn. And then you have veza, 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 show or reveal. Moving on to the next one, the dental alveolar ones, the central dental alveolar fricatives. We again have the voiceless, which is an example is susa, remove, susa or take away, susa, remove. The voice or the slack voice version is zzz, zzz, zuza, which is gain, zuza. Then we have the lateral dental alveolar sounds or fricatives. Again, these ones would be produced by configuring your tongue in such a way that it makes contact with your the sides of your mouth, which are obviously your teeth on the sides of your mouth, hence dental alveolar, and lateral, which means it's related to the sides of your mouth in terms of the configuration there. For the voiceless, we have hlala, sit, hlala, sit. For the slack voice, we have dlala, play, dlala, play, and then we can move on to the postalveolar sounds. Again, we have the voiceless, sh, sh, sh. An example of that is shesha, to hurry, shesha, hurry up, shesha. And then we have the slack voice, zh, zh, zh. So the voiceless is sh, the slack voice is zh. Those are the postalveolar fricatives. in terms of the consonants that are available in Xhosa. And we move on to the velar or the velaric fricatives. And these ones are for the voiceless and for the slack voice. And we have ikhamwa for the voiceless, ikhamwa, which is a monster. And then for the slack voice, we have ukuhorisa, to scare someone or to intimidate someone. Ukuhorisa, which is also derived from the word for iroho, which I think is a monster, something that is scary. And lastly, we have the glottal fricatives. For the glottal fricatives, we have the sound ha for the voiceless, ha, ha, ha. And for the slack voice is ah, ah, ah. And eluhaini, something that's not serious. When someone says it means it's something that you cannot take seriously. And hamba, which is the slack voice version, hamba, hamba, which is walk, leave, or go. Hamba, go. We are hamba, he's walking. And so that's it for the fricatives. F, v, s, z, l, l, sh, j, h, r, h. So that's the labiodental, the dental alveolar central, the dental alveolar lateral, the postalveolar, the velaric, and the glottal. And so we can then move on to the next group,